Hey guys and girls, it's Blackjack with 396 Guitars. We have the Luna acoustic that's been curing overnight. We had a broken headstock. This is part 2 in the video series. We're going to get to work right now and remove the clamps and hope for the best. Let's get to work. So there she is, resting peacefully from, well, late yesterday, early evening. I was working on this. So refer to the first video. We're going to remove the clamps, and I'm pretty confident from what I saw when we put it together that we should be all right, because it really did seem like it was responding well. Let me get these shenanigans down and out of the way. Yeah. Oh wow, she feels really solid. It's literally turning the whole neck, so that's good. That is good. It seems really solid and awesome. I love it when a plan comes together. Let's hope for the best. Let's get over here in the video, get readjusted slightly this way. Thanks for bearing with me. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that thing was snapped clean off. Here is our fracture point, and geez, I don't even see all that much cleanup that we have to do. In fact, I don't think I'm going to get after that at all. It's really solid. It's really solid. That's encouraging. This is a little dirty up here. Not a lot you can do with that because the clamps were in the way while I was trying to, it took all that care to wipe off the glue as it was squeezing out. Let's just try something and see. Maybe some of that will come off. Maybe. Just maybe. I doubt it, but some of it might. Oh, I hate when that happens. Well, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Oh, boy. All right, hold on. I don't know what I was thinking. First thing I'm going to try to clean off whatever will come off first. And then we're going to try maybe to clean some of the lots of stuff there that where the glue just smeared. It wasn't like full on there, but it was there enough. This might take some of it off. Just on the front part here, I'm hoping to get some of that to come off, just so it looks a little cleaner. And yup, it came right off. I love this polish. This polish really does wonders. I mean, that was just glue that was stuck on top of the clear coat, or the laminate, whatever you want to call it. I mean, you're still going to see the crack, but, for the most part, we're golden. It took almost all of that Elmer's off of there that had dried, and I got all all my good stuff that I paid good money for just sitting here that I can't put back into the bottle. Maybe if I went like this. See how cheap I am? See how cheap I am? Who says you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube? Never heard of such a thing. Not in my world. Gone. Toothpaste back in the tube. Genie back in the bottle. That looks actually pretty nice. All cleaned up. Back together. I am really liking the backside. You can't see there isn't almost anything to clean up because we took so much care in wiping the squeeze out as it was happening. And this was accessible relatively easily. And man, I like that repair. I think this guitar is going to make music for a long time to come. I'm going to slide back even more because right now that's the only place we're working. Yeah, I like that. We're going to call that a success so far. We're going to put the tuners in and then, yeah, damn, we're going to go to getting this ready before we string it up. We're going to clean it, dress the frets, oil the board, wipe it all down, and pray we don't have any other issues back here. But I'm pretty sure we'll be all right. By all accounts, this guitar was playing and making music before this catastrophe occurred. Saddle, we'll get to that. Is my head in the way as usual? What do we got here? All kinds of leftover remnants of wax, maybe, on the tuners. Yeah, looks like it. Tuning machines. Okay, let's just see which side is which. This side. So that kind goes over there. Yeah, and they are side specific. I believe they're side specific. Yep, they are. That one goes there. Usually they are anyway. Yes, I had a timer on. I have to go check and see if the coyote got in the trap in the backyard. We've got coyote problems. Stand by. Nope, no coyote. No bueno. So I think what I'm going to do is lightly, sometimes I do it the other way. Today we're going to do it this way. Washers are usually about, what is all the crap in there? Oh, somebody really got overzealous with the wax. Look at that. Good boy. No, that's not Elmer's glue, because if it was Elmer's glue, it would have been hard as a rock. Yeah. This is going to be the proof in the pudding, because this is probably slightly out of shape. So we're going to do these two first, which is where the damage was, and hope for the best. If we can get them snugged up but not tight, so we can flip it over and look at the other side and see what in the hell is going on with all of this wax. Messing up my workstation. Oh, for the love of Pete. Alright, I'm going to have to chastise the customer. Maybe it's from when it was actually manufactured, and that was the compound that they used to polish it up. Sorry about that, headphone users. Sorry about my head. Let's get these two in and this will tell the story. Now, there's still a screw that has to go in the back. I am hoping, against hope, that we're going to have a win here. Yeah, I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be all right. This Luna is going to make music again. I can feel it in my bones. And again, don't get overzealous tightening up stuff in wood on guitars. These are not Harley Davidson motorcycles. These are instruments of musical reproduction. I think we're going to be good. Let's snug it up and see if we don't hear any cracking. Do they look pretty symmetrical? I would say they do. I think we can go to tightening them down. And you know my mantra, don't over tighten anything, but they do need to be snugged up. What do we got here? These bolts need to be snugged up. The screws in the back just need to be secure. All these screws do in the back is keep these tuning machines from rotating. Well, I didn't drill those holes in, so whatever the alignment is, the alignment is. All right. Now the other side. Let's get all of these screws started and then put all of the machines in. Do you need to see all of that? I don't know. I'm going to pause it while I put the rest of the machine heads in, the tuners in, the machines in, and we'll be right back. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to do a cleanup before we do a restring because, well, why not? It looks like it hasn't been done in a while, and that's what I do. I'm going to get a guitar on my bench and do a repair like that. I want to make sure it's cleaned up and standing tall before we restring it and do a setup, which we're most assuredly going to have to do because of all that stuff. It does have a truss rod, and I don't know, it might need some adjustment there because we don't know what the angle is there. We don't know what kind of other damage it may have sustained in its fall, but we're going to find out. Like I said, if you're going to do this kind of thing, why not take the extra time to clean the guitar up? So we're going to do fret erasers. They're not in bad shape, but this is a played instrument. I can tell you that just by looking. They're not munched. They're not dented. It's gotten a lot of playing on it. There are marks on the frets, and that's what happens when you play them. You know, they get a little grungy. They get marks on them from the strings, and they get corrosion and tarnish, and that's why we do the fret erasers. So I'm going to go ahead and do this process. Most of you have seen it. We start at, the 180, go to 400, then you go to 1,000, and you do them all. So it's a 3-step process. And then we're going to oil the neck like we always do. I'm doing a regular setup on this guitar, and that includes cleaning it. So stand by. All cleaned up. Wiped it all down. I just want to put some oil on the board before we get too far into stringing it and making it be a musical instrument again. Because I know, and I wouldn't be doing all this unless I was, well, semi-confident. If you dig my meaning. A little boiled linseed oil on there. Never hurt anybody. I saw a thing on social media the other day. What kind of oil should I use for my instrument? Man, there was everything from, oh, I put olive oil, I put lemon oil, I put this oil, I put that oil. Well, I had to chime in. Those of you who have been watching me throughout the years know that the only thing you should be putting on this kind of wood, because it serves multiple purposes, is boiled linseed oil. The reason, and I'm going to go over it again because I love to rant about it. This guitar's been played. It's got crevices up here where the cowboy chords have been, cowgirl chords have been being banged away at. The fretboard gets crevices in it, gets cracks in it. When you use boiled linseed oil, it gets into all of those little cracks and crevices. Oh yeah, I know. Everybody's going to say, yeah, every oil does that. Well, you know what boiled linseed oil does that other oils don't? Is they get in those little cracks and crevices, and it gets hard. And it becomes part of the board. So not only does it treat the wood, oil it, and moisturize it, and make it come back alive again, it actually improves playability. Believe me or don't, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of comments about it. I usually do. But I learned from some very knowledgeable people, and it has worked for me for many moons. Love the stuff. I put it on all my guitars. If that doesn't say enough, that doesn't say it all. I put it on my own instruments, and I've been putting it on my own instruments for decades. Then you'll understand. And you apply it liberally, semi-liberally, and usually you want to let it sit for a little while, but time constraints. Trust me, it gets in there, and it is beneficial. All right, strings. Yep, we're going to put some new strings on this girl and make her be an instrument again. Can I get these unwound? Got these out of the package and didn't use them a couple of days ago, so they're getting used today. Brand new strings. Problem is, I may have to measure the small ones when I get to them. I can see the big ones, but where's the big one? That's the big one right there. Pretty sure that's the big one. It's hard to tell sometimes. Or is that the big one? Nope, see, I grabbed the wrong one. That's the big one. What do we need? Okay, so I'm going to show you the first one. You guys have seen this a million times. You should know how to string your own instrument. I've shown you enough times. Now, I did not check any neck relief or string height or any of that. Well, for obvious reasons. The headstock was nearly broken off of the guitar. So this is going to be a learning experience for all of us. So we're going to show you the first one, then I'll do the rest as usual. How do we do that? Just to repeat, the first wrap goes above the string hole. Every other successive wrap goes below it. Now, if something bad's going to happen, it's going to happen as we put string tension on it. Let's pray that doesn't happen. So, you see, that's how I string a guitar. Refer to 500 other previous videos. I'm going to pause here while I put the rest of them on there. If something bad happens, I'll let you know. Okay, peoples, we're back. Strung up. I left some extra strings up here, my rule. We don't know what's going to happen. Brand new strings, they're going to stretch. Always the G. Oh, his brother, the B string, didn't want to cooperate. I am not going to do my regular stretching routine. I want this guitar to live overnight with string tension on it and see how it reacts. But I'm not a guitar player. Something sounds like it went out of tune already. The high E. Everything is stretching or flexing. We don't know. Hopefully. Well, she's tuned up, she's cleaned up. We did some work on the fretboard, but the main stuff here is, well, you know, we got a headstock repair. I think I'm still going to be pretty confident that this girl is going to do what she's supposed to do. Let's get her all the way in the movie. Sometimes these things happen, and I'm going to call this a success. I'm pretty sure when I come back tomorrow morning, I'm going to leave it with string tension and let the strings kind of relax a little bit. And it's staying in tune and it's playing. Still something wonky going on here, but that is not why this girl was here. We fixed the problem. We glued it back together. We saved this guitar. I'm pretty certain it's going to go back to the way that it used to play. We're going to find out. Tomorrow is another day. We'll see. You never know with stuff like this. The last one I did, I kept it for 2 weeks and kept playing it every day, every day, every day. That guitar now is living with a musician and his family. They play daily, and that guitar was kind of a gimme when I sold him a bass that I built. This guitar belongs to someone, and she was brokenhearted when this happened. So I'm hoping that the same result, we can achieve the same result and give this guitar back to the person that had it before, and it'll continue to make music. It's Blackjack with 396 Guitars. We'll talk soon. And remember, if you dig what I'm doing, like and subscribe. And thank you all for your support.